Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Brave Fans of Musashi for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we managed to get out of the mine. We managed to find our way out of the mine. We rescued the last two people on the rescue list. We fought the Mother Minku. And now, I'm back in the mine after reaching the level limits for Chapter 5, which is 27. I'm right here in this particular spot because I forgot a treasure. Musashi found the large tool, and it is a pickaxe. Great. Used for mining benchotite, rusted and useless. So now that that's taken care of, let us actually go back. Can I push these guys out of the way? Well, I can, but I'm gonna get hit eventually. Fair enough. Well, now that I've taken care of that, really, it's time. Yeah, thanks for making me double back, game. Now it's time to get back to where we need to be. So, the last time we were in this particular area, we went upwards because going down from here would have not led us to anything in particular. Now we're going down here. And well, it's probably for the best that we do this. And I think it's better if I just use a regular slash. And, you know, maybe actually be near the edge. Now, had we come here before turning that fan on at the beginning of the last episode, the last video, this light would not have been on, and you wouldn't have been able to use this minecart. This minecart. Hoo boy!
Must be something over there.
And we're gonna have to ride it. This is the hardest part of the whole chapter. How to ride the lift. By using the directional buttons, you can move right or left, but watch out for obstructions. As you get hit, the lift will break. You only have 4 chances. Good luck. So, this particular part can be frustrating if you can't figure out what to do and you can't memorize stuff a little bit. You have 4 hits, just like on the raft, and thankfully there are checkpoints. There are only 2, but you still have checkpoints. This is part 1. You have ants flying at you. Well, mutant ants, really. You can run into the wings, but you can't run into the bodies. Starts off rather easy. It will get harder. And that's a rock. You don't want to run into a rock. You have 5 positions from which you can position the minecart with left and right, and anything can appear at any time. 2! This is a checkpoint. You are now at part 2. Watch out for doors. You can kind of see them coming. Just be ready to move to the side whenever you need to. And we got another rock again after that. And this little area is going to combine stuff before you know it. So just be careful. Oh. I position myself in the center whenever necessary. Just to, you know, be ready. And just stay in the middle there. 3! Prepare to get sent back here a lot. And prepare to dodge a lot of things. And at times and at points, there are times where you will only have one place to go to dodge everything. And if you can't figure out where it is, you're taking hits. Now, if you're smoking, you'll be invincible. And once you see those lights again, you've survived. I thought I was going to have a perfect run, but nah, it's always the end. It's always the end. Also, I think I only got hit like maybe 3 times. And it was all near the end. Anyway, let's get all this stuff. Because we're going to need it. We have a heal, we have a bunch of Bincho, and we have a memory box, which I recommend using.
Leave my memories here.
You do want to use this. Because just in case. Anyway, let's go back to the Wind Scroll and let's keep it equipped for what we're about to do.
Whoa, the ground's kind of squishy. What the heck's this?
Crest Guardian, Queen Anne, it's boss time again. So first things first, jump over the arm when it comes back. Then when it bends down and has the green glowing eyes, that's when you want to hit it in the face. Preferably with Lumina. Take out as many of these larvae as you can. Avoid these green balls of goop. When the parts of the, well, whatever we're standing on, shake, you want to get off of them so you don't get hit by spikes. Jump over this again. Hit the face. And when the Queen Anne is shaking like that, you want to charge up the Wind Scroll. And you want to do that spinning slash on the orb in the far right. Sometimes you'll be able to heal yourself with some herbs, which is good. Now we'll have to hit the face multiple times. And I'm about to say, you do want to hit the orb when it pops up with the Cyclone Strike with the Wind Scroll, because if you don't, you're going to get hit by the poison. And that's no good. Also, when you hit the orb, the Queen Ant will blow you back. You want to stay on the ground at all times. Sometimes they'll just leave you alone. And I jumped too early. Yeah, if you see the hands close in like that, you want to double jump at the right time to avoid getting grabbed and spit on. And there's our cue to do this again. Keep holding left. Don't jump or you'll get blown off. I do want to take care of these things. And that's why. You don't get as much time to hit the head after that swipe when the green eyes are glowing on the third phase of this as opposed to phases 1 or 2. So you want to be very careful. At least these green balls don't poison you. Also, these things go a lot faster. These little spike attacks go a lot faster on phase 3. And yeah, that just bumps you up. And now she'll try this 2 or 3 times. 4? That's something. Wasn't expecting that. And there we go. One more time. And of course you don't want to run into the spikes on the belly of that thing too, because those hurt you too. Musashi received Queen Ant's core. The Wind Crest has been liberated. Limit level is increased. Max BP increased by 25. Ailments are cured. How refreshing. And wait a minute. We are now at level 28, Brave Fencer. So let's go ahead and use the Wind Crest before, you know, things get boring, I guess. And that starts Chapter 6, The Sword of Luminescence. This is the final chapter of the game.
Huh? Leno?
Hey, Musashi, you alright?
John, where were ya?
Well, actually, I've been looking for scrolls, man.
Already have the Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind scrolls, pal.
Man, then the only one that's left is the Sky Scroll.
So you know where it is?
Sure, man. I looked it up in some ancient scriptures. A pillar of wind, day of the sky, tears of God fall on the forest, prodigious tree. It looks like this is the clue to finding the Sky Scroll. I wrote it down for you, just in case.
Musashi received John's note. It supposedly has a clue to finding the Sky Scroll.
The Sky Scroll. Looks kind of complicated to find it, but I'll try.
That's a good boy. Keep up the good work. As long as you can get the Sky Scroll, you can liberate the Sky Crest with Lumina, since you already have the other 4 scrolls. Man, even I don't know what'll happen after that.
You mean you don't know?
Well, I did my job. It's time to say goodbye, Musashi. Make sure you're well prepared before going, because once you get there, there's no turning back. Don't give up. We're counting on you. Okay, let's go, Leno.
John! Leno! Wait! Something different about John today.
Kind of odd to notice that because we haven't seen him in a long time. But anyway, we end up back here at this forest clearing once we get our way out of the upper mine area. And now it's time to take care of some stuff. First off, is it right here? No, it's right here. We need to knock on this door first, because we need something here. Hello there, young man. My wife thinks you're our grandson, Bob. Yeah, about that. Here, she wanted me to give this to you. Musashi received the Kajiro action figure. You may play with it in your room. Thanks. Where's Miss Lacter? I want to thank her. Well, actually, I'll thank her for you. Please take good care of that toy. Wonder what happens if you knock on the door again. Oh, it's you, young man. Please take care of that toy. When Miss Lacter gets better, please come and visit her again. How's she doing? Don't worry, she's eating bread made with my wheat. She'll be just fine. Okay, for a minute there, I thought she passed on. Whew, boy. That was
Musashi,
almost
really
awkward.
Everything all right?
And nothing from... Okay, that's just a store opening. What am I thinking? Miss Grange, did you hear? The gondola office was attacked by a large ant. Oh, dear me, a large ant? My husband told me that a mutant ant came out of his nest to eat the pea soup and syrup that was going to be delivered to the castle. Oh, how disgusting. And is your husband okay? Yes, he was, because that little boy Musashi killed it. That's amazing. And for such a tiny boy. Do you think he could be the reincarnation of brave Fencer Musashi? You must be kidding, dear. He couldn't be. You're right. What was I thinking? Oh, how little you know.
Long time no see.
Tim said that he saw Chappie. Isn't he lucky? I wanted to see him too. Chappie. Him. Who is Chappie?
Yo, where you been?
I think I saw Chappie a little while ago, but I'm not sure. I might as well go ahead and enter the grocery store here, because there's,
Welcome.
I think, a new item here that you can get. What's wrong? You look down. When you're feeling low, the best thing to do is exercise. So if you go all the way down, we have the rice ball. I'm not sure if I covered it already. 100% rice. Restores HP and BP by 150. And we also have the neat ball, which is basically 2 rice balls in one. A special rice ball. Restores HP by 300. Restores BP by 300. Interesting. Very interesting. I may replace the cheese with the meatballs. If only because they'll do more than the cheese once the cheese is aged. So we have some more things that I want to do. There's a toy store. There's the appraisal store. I want to sell the pickaxe.
Yeah, what do you want?
There's a meaning for everything in this world. You, me, and even this teacup. Interesting. Let's go ahead and sell the pickaxe for 750 drons. Because we're going to need it. Well, we're not really going to need the money. But we do need the inventory space, I should say. And now, we're going to buy us some toys.
Hello.
Not that I care much about making a profit, but lately my business has been getting on the right track. People are buying toys now. And speaking of toys, we can get the Queen Ant for 2,000 drons. Bleh. I can't even tell if it's Skice or Sith. Move is scythe armed with the touch of a button. Larvae included. And for special, well, we have Kojiro, which we can't get. You have to get it from Farmer Lactor. And you have to get it in Chapter 6. 2 types of action moves, a collector's item, Swallow Wave included, and the Mom Minku, a family of them, Longevity Berry included. So, if you defeat the Mother Minku at the Forest Maze entrance, you'll be able to get this one. There you go. And that's pretty much it for the toys. I do need to see if I've gotten all the treasures in the game. Hopefully I have. If not, we're going to have a problem. So you're probably trying to figure out where Mr. Lands is, or Mr. Lander. Well, it turns out he's right here at the office, and you can talk to him at the window. Mr. Lands, that's his name. Do you want to ride on the gondola? For you, it's no charge. One passenger coming through. And just like that, we will take the gondola to the castle. So we can go to the village from here. So, sub-menu, I might as well mention this. The note. Pillar of Wind, Day of the Sky. Tears of God fall in the forest. Prodigious tree. So, we're basically at endgame now. There's not much left to do at this point.
Sir Musashi, why did thou cometh hither?
I'm guessing Stuart Ripson says nothing else. I'm pretty sure there's really no reason to talk to anyone else. We've gotten everything that we can get. So all that's left to do now, at least as far as this video is concerned, is to go back to the room. Alright. Let's go ahead and play with the toys. We've got the Queen Ant, which we might as well open. And it looks a little more interesting in person here. Or, well, in toy form. There's a little more evil looking in person. You can barely see the spikes. Action 1 is the Scythe Arms, or Scythe Arms. But Action 2 is the little larvae leaping around. Series 5 Deluxe, Queen Ant. Queen Ant, the crest guardian that protects the Wind Scroll. And that is pretty much it for all of the Series 5 toys. There is Series 6, but we'll have to make progress in this chapter, this final chapter, in order to, well, get anything from it. Let's go ahead and check out the Mother Minku. There's the little tiny Minku and the Longevity Berry, but you don't get to see the Longevity Berry after you open the toy up. Attack? Oh! It spits the berry out. Action 1 is the Mother Minku spinning around, and Action 2 is the little Minku spitting out the longevity berry. And not much different here. Yeah, that gives you a much better view of that. Special, Mom Minku. Endangered species. Lives on longevity berries. And Kojiro. Might as well check that out. And there's him and the sword and the little swallowtail thing. There's the swallowtail slash, complete with a little swallow for action 1. And a vertical strike with the swallow for action 2. Special, Kojiro. Musashi's rival would give his life to battle Musashi. And that's basically it for the toys. So we're almost at the end of the game. Thankfully, we are where we're supposed to be at BP, as well as HP. We will get that 500. Don't worry. And let's go ahead and ride the gondola again, because why not? So, there's not much left to do other than to look at what the note says and figure out what it means. And once you figure out what it means, and you do what you need to do, it really is a no turning back point, like John said. Which means, if we want to do any leveling up, we're going to have to do it in the forest before we do what we need to do. So,
welcome. Make yourself at home.
we're going to go ahead and... Actually, I've never talked to him. Musashi, is it true that you were trying to rescue the princess all this time? Why didn't you tell me? I'm surprised nobody really figured this out. Why we were here. Why we were doing things. Nobody really questioned anything. But then again, they're just... They just live in this village and they just live their own lives. Sure, things happen and they get dealt with, but at the same time, they never really think, man, things have been happening, and then things have happened too ever since that Musashi kid showed up. He's just so unassuming that nobody puts 2 and 2 together. Even though he's carrying around 2 swords. Well, anyway. We're now on chapter 6. And we need to level up. And I'm going to do this between now and the next video. So join me next time where we figure out what we need to do in order to find the Sky Scroll, which is going to be the last one that we need. After that, well, let's just say the rest of the chapter is going to be a bit of a thrill ride. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!